And I got to see quite a few films in theaters this week. And the next film I want to talk about is The Naked Gun. Now, I want to start by saying I only saw this film because I was originally supposed to see 3 films, and this was kind of the one that was in the middle in between my screenings. It was one of the only films that I haven't seen yet that I still need to see. So I just kind of put it in there. I kind of threw it in there in my lineup. Unfortunately, I actually did miss my second most anticipated film of the day, which is She Rides Shotgun. But I did unfortunately have not really a pleasure. I saw The Naked Gun. I have mixed feelings on this, but I mean, let's start by saying that part of my problem is, or not even my problem, the problem is the movie's fucking terrible, but one thing that really kind of irks me with, as far as like background noise, is the fact that so many people are talking and pushing that this film is going to save comedies. This is the first big budget blockbuster comedy come in theaters in forever. We need to support this film in order to have comedies come into theaters again. This was an actual promo Liam Neeson did on behalf of the film. Like, it was actually in a theater. I saw a trailer like this in the theater. Come on YouTube, I'm watching videos and seeing reviews to see, is this movie as fucking stupid as I thought it was, or is it just me? Because I know The Naked Gun, the originals, had a very big cult following. And I'm not going to say the YouTuber's name because they are very famous. They said literally the same, or almost the same thing verbatim that Liam Neeson said. You know, that we need to go out there and support this film because, you know, big studios aren't putting money in comedies anymore. And this is, you know, Hollywood saying, hey, if you know, giving us a chance to support comedy. This movie's not a comedy. First off, this one was a parody, not necessarily a comedy. Second off, it's a fucking reboot. It is not a standalone comedy like, you know, Hollywood's like, okay, we have this great original comedy. No, or a requel, we should say, because it, you know, it ties in your OG characters or your legacy characters into this reboot of the series. This is the same bullshit Hollywood's been pushing out for years. It's not an original story. It's not an original comedy. No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence wasn't an original comedy. The Naked Gun reboot is not an original comedy. It's a like the. Honestly, I have a theory that the studios, and this is not just like a conspiracy theory. This is like a legit like piece together theory that the studios are actually paying these influencers to say this bullshit to push the movie. Because I have 2 reasons I say that. One, because I actually used to work for a film site. I interned, and I was an unpaid worker. You'll say I'd actually get paid for it. I was started a film site about a decade ago. I worked for it for about a year or so before I kind of just fell off the mat because of school and work and everything else and shit. Long story short, or for about a year. Still keep in touch with the founder of the site, and still, you know, keep my ear to the ground, so to speak. Film critics, like actual film critics, are being pushed aside, and they aren't getting the advanced screening tickets anymore. A lot of them are really voicing out their opinions on how they're not getting the opportunity to actually see and review films like they always have. That studios are giving up these spaces or these tickets to people with smaller audiences, but who are willing to play the game and just say whatever bullshit the studio wants them to say. Now, I believe that because of what I'm hearing online. It directly, they're quoting the Liam Neeson promo that they played in theaters. Third point on why I think this is true, I think they're paying people to go see this movie, and the movie to be to try to make everybody else say, oh, this is funny. I shit you not. This dude comes in like 10 minutes after the trailer starts. We're like halfway through the trailers because now AMC says, you know, it's 25 to 30 minutes. They say on their app. After the showtime is when the movie actually starts. About 10 or 12, 15 minutes after the trailer start, dude walks in. Okay, it looks like Larry the Cable Guy. The entire movie, he is laughing loud as shit and obnoxious. His laugh was like this movie. Loud, obnoxious, and like literally. Not even nothing happens. Like they just hand makes coffee. And oh, another coffee. Like this stupid shit they do in this movie. They'll like hand him a coffee. He'll take the coffee, he'll walk, and he'll go, oh, somebody else hand him a coffee. Oh, thank you. He'll throw the coffee like it and just chuck it and get a bigger cup of coffee. I get the whole parody they're making, like the whole cops drink, coffee, donuts type reference, or at least that was in the 80s and 90s because everybody, they always ate donuts and drank coffees. I get the reference, like the bigger cups of coffee each time, and this is the obnoxious, flat out stupid shit they do. Every time something stupid, like it wasn't even, nobody's laughing. He's like, this dude, look, literally, I laughed more at his fucking laugh than I did the fucking. They're like, you're sitting there, he just does something stupid. I'm like, what the laughing for? The dumbest shit I've ever seen. I chuckled more at this mother laughing than I did in this entire movie. Is the studios paying people to say this movie is good? I don't know. So again, now I'm just going to rant, but this movie was god fucking awful. Like, I've seen a lot of bad movies in my time, but this one is by far the worst. Like, I almost don't want to, like, I knew I was going to hate this movie going in because I feel like I like Police Academy. It's a satire that has like a parody of, a police drama, or kind of it's like a buddy cop. It makes fun of buddy cop movies, but it's just not flat out stupid, like where they're just obnoxiously dumb. And I knew I wasn't going to love this movie, but I thought, okay, maybe it might be somewhat funny. No, this was god awful. And nobody was laughing in this movie other than the dude next to me, and people would laugh after he laughed. So again, maybe I'm just a conspiracy theorist on this one, but it seems like something's going on. This review talking about this movie, but honestly, there's nothing really to talk about. I mean, it opens and closes with the stupidest shit. Like, there is no actual humor. Nothing is funny. It's just stupid. Like, the whole coffee thing they do throughout the entire movie, dumb as hell. There's one scene where, Frank Sr. is reappearing as an owl, and Liam Neeson literally is flying from an owl, like holding on an owl, and the owl's flying him through the air to chase this guy. And he goes, fire, fire, and he shoots, and the owl shits and hits the guy. Helmet shield, and covers it with owl shit, and the guy crashes. Like, that's not even remotely funny. It's just flat out stupid. Like, I go on for time and go through this entire movie how, but overall, I have to say this movie is some old dog shit. The stats to see what the budget with this movie was and the box office, because I cannot see them having this movie having a huge budget. And if they did, they just pissed it away, because there was nothing in here that screams big budget comedy. Everything's shot on digital, so it's not like with Judd Apatow where they were shooting 40-year-old virgin and just going through reels and reels of film celluloid to just have them do jokes. Because they on 40-year-old virgin, they shot so much. They bought so many reels of film that Panasonic actually gave them a gift or something because of how much they spent over what they originally bought, because they would just have reels of them just telling jokes and just doing ad-libbing like scenes, and they were just going on and on. So you had Seth Rogen, Paul Rudd, you had Steve Carell, you had a really great cast of good comedians, and they were just going off ad-libbing and just making comedic gold. I'd avoid this movie like the Black Plague. Do not see this shit. Do not go watch it. Do not stream it. Do not do anything. That's just me. What are your thoughts? Comment below. Let me know.